And we are back with 1.2.5, still busy with the geometry math tutorial in preparation for our November 2023 paper 2. So 1.2.5 en 1.2.6 natuurlijk, soos jy kan sien, dit het te doen met buitehoeke van 'n driehoek. So ons het hier so driehoek ABCD of driehoek ABC jammer. En dan natuurlik by die punt C word die punt verleng na D toe en dit veroorsaak dan dat ons 'n buitehoek vorm. So by 1.2.5 as ons kan sien dat ons buitehoek natuurlik verwys na daai hoek daarso en dit is natuurlik 'n 90 grade hoek want die simbool vir 90 grade word aangedui. So that is a 90-degree angle which is also the exterior angle of triangle ABC. So let's get started, 1.2.5. So we of course still have to be calculating the value of the unknown, which is x, and x of course is found in angle A, the size of angle A given by the algebraic expression 2x plus 20 degrees. Remember, the size of that angle is given by the entire expression, 2x plus 20 degrees. Doesn't matter what they call that angle or how they label it, even if they give you a long expression, if it's assigned to that angle, it means that that angle is given by that expression. So don't be intimidated by, if I go back up to the previous question, don't be intimidated by stuff like this, where you see all kinds of algebraic expressions within the triangle, because each angle is assigned a size or a label. In this case, the size for angle A was 2x plus 10 degrees, so that's its label. Same with angle B and angle C. They are just algebraic expressions which is standing in place of some number that's unknown, and we of course saw how to solve for that value. Just another note, if you just go back to the instruction here, it says calculate with reasons. Okay, just change that up here. Calculate with reasons the value of x. So it's not asking us to calculate the value of the angle specifically. Of course, in 1.2.2, the angle was x, so we calculated the value of x and resultantly also the value of the angle itself. But if you look at 1.2.1, we calculated the value of x, of course, again, but it did not ask us to calculate the value of c afterwards. The same with 1.2.4 here. We were not asked to calculate the value of angle A, angle B, and angle C. We simply had to calculate the value of x, so we had to stop there. So you don't have to go and then give us the value of the angle as well. So just note the differences in that type of question. So going back down to 1.2.5, so ons moet die waarde van x oplos, en as ons kyk na hierdie diagram, ons het geen waarde vir hoek ACD nie, maar as ons weet dat die aangrensende hoeke op 'n reguit lyn gelyk is aan 180 grade, sê hulle bymekaar tel, dan weet ons dat hierdie hoek hierso is ook 90 grade, want die twee hoeke moet bymekaar tel of optel tot 180 grade. So ons weet dan dat hoek ACB of BCA, so BCA or ACB, that angle there of course is 90 degrees, and we can say that because we know that the other angle here is also 90 degrees. If you can just take that away here. Okay, so there are two ways in fact to solve for this particular problem, because of the fact that we have a 90-degree angle as our exterior angle. So just to make another note here, this would be our exterior angle. And then the opposite two interior angles would then be the angles opposite on the inside. So not that one, okay, not that one, it's the ones opposite, so on the other side of the triangle. That is also a common mistake where we include this angle over here as part of our calculation for exterior angles, and that of course is not the case here. Just clear up all this mess. Right, so let's get started with the problem. So I just wanted to give a bit of background there so that we need to understand how the diagram works, and we need to understand where all the angles are and what their positions are and how they function with respect to the properties. Ons moet weet hoe hierdie hoeke ooreenstem met die eienskap en watter hoek om te gebruik. So ons kan dan sê 48 grade plus 2x plus 20 grade is gelyk aan die buitehoek 90 grade. Now you could state it like that if you are comfortable, but let's say you are wanting to write the statement in the same way or order that you say or recite the property. So the property, most of us learn the property as follows, that the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite two interior angles. So we've seen now where the opposite two interior angles are. So if you had to write that out, so I'll just make or. Maybe you're more comfortable saying that, well, the exterior angle, which is 90 degrees, is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angles, which is those. Both of these cases or ways of writing it is correct, okay, because it's an equation. The exact same things are on both sides of the equal sign. It's just written in reverse order. Well, one is written in one order and the other one is written in the other way around, the reverse order. But they are both equal, they are both the same equation. So our reason for both, of course, here, so you would say exterior angle of triangle. In Afrikaans sal ons sê buitehoek. Okay, let's just do that a bit better. In Afrikaans we'll say buitehoek van driehoek. Of course, we'll say the same reason for both of these expressions or equations. Depending on which one you use, you will use the same reason for the equation. I will just go ahead and make use of the first one, so I'll keep on using that. So we can just keep 2x, and 48 degrees plus 20 degrees, of course, is equal to 68 degrees, and that, of course, is all equal to 90 degrees. Please note that in this problem, we have not used the interior angles of a triangle, although in this case we can, and that is what I'll look at afterwards. We are not adding these three angles and putting them equal to 180 degrees. We're using a different property, which is the exterior angle of a triangle. So we're making use of this over here. That's the property, so not interior angles of a triangle. So solving for x, then we subtract 68 from both sides. So we get 2x is equal to, what is 90 minus 68? 22 degrees, which means I will divide both sides by 2 and I get x is equal to 11 degrees. So that is the value for x, dis die waarde van x. So in die diagram is die waarde van x dan 11 grade. Now we could also, so I'll make another or. So this or means we can do it a different way. Like we said, we know that because BCD is a straight line, we know that ACB, this angle here, is also 90 degrees. Okay, so let's see what happens. Now we can say, we'll start off by saying that angle ACB is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, we're making a statement, and the statement is, or the reason is, adjacent angles on straight line. So ACB is gelyk aan 90 grade en die rede is hoeke op reguit lyn. Right, so why are we doing this? We are doing this because if we have the value of angle ACB, we can then add the three angles inside the triangle and put them equal to 180 degrees. So we can say, well, that means that 90 degrees, the one I just calculated now, plus the 48 degrees, which is that one there, plus 2x plus 20 degrees. So those are the three interior angles of a triangle, and they must be equal to, or the sum of those angles must be equal to 180 degrees, and the reason is angles of triangle. Hoeke of binnehoeke van driehoek. Adding all our like terms together, we've got, there's just 2x there, so 2x will remain. And we've got 90 plus 48, which is 138 degrees, plus 20 gives us 158 degrees, and that is all equal to 180. Then subtracting 158 from both sides, we get 2x equals 22 degrees. And therefore, when we divide both sides by 2, we should get x equal to 11 degrees as well. So same answer there, 11 degrees, 11 degrees, because they must be the same because it's the same problem, just two different approaches.